Hi guys, what is up? I'm sorry I didn't post yesterday. I started a website and still working on it. Okay. So now that I got that started, um, anyways, I'll just work on it now in my free time. So remember that these are general readings. So take what does resonate, leave what doesn't. Switch things around if they need to be switched around. All right. So with that said, let's get started. Holy Spirit, great angels, and spirit guides, what insight do you have for Libra? Alright. Okay. So it looks like so here we have the Justice card. So the Justice card, this could be, you seeking justice. This could be a court situation or legal situation. Or this could be, karmic justice, like if you have good karma, you're going to be rewarded. Okay, so let's see where this is headed. So, some of you guys, I feel like, you could be eloping, okay? The Hierophant is a spiritual card. This could be, spiritual growth, taking things to the next level, committing yourself to somebody or something. Please excuse me. Sorry about that. So anyway, because I do it on my laptop now, so I can't, edit like I used to. I'm using a Chromebook. So anyways, so that aside, so like I was saying, the Hierophant is somebody who, it's very spiritual or, commitment. So, this could be, moving in with somebody or getting engaged, getting married, whatever commitment looks like to you, okay? And also this could be something that is affecting you spiritually. All right. So at the base of that, so either, so there's this sense of failure. So either you feel like you're failing somebody or you feel like this relationship, okay, sorry, I'm channeling and talking at the same time. So I feel like, okay, for some of you guys, I feel like, this could be out of obligation, not out of love per se. For others of you, like I said, this could be something spiritual. And this doesn't have to be romantic at all either. And it doesn't have to be legal either. Okay, so anyways, there's that sense of failing, okay, not succeeding. So this could be, feeling like you're failing, or this is maybe somebody in the relationship wants to, this could be a partnership too, taking things to the next level, coming together in some way, shape, or form, okay? But so I feel like, one person's ready for that, the other person's not, like, kind of like having that what's that word, kind of like that sense of like, this isn't gonna work out. Because you know how sometimes you have one person saying, no, this isn't gonna work out, and you have the other person like, yeah, let's do it, type energy, okay? That's fire energy with that. So anyways, then we have judgment. So in the past, connected to this, somebody was not using their best judgment, not making the best, whatever. This could also be bad karma in the past associated with this, okay? Dang, I'm always leaving stuff in the way. So, I'll get to that another time. Okay, so the present. So, I'm losing my voice. So in the present, there's that sense of detachment, or, healing. Oh my goodness, excuse me. I'm really good about not yawning anymore. But like I say, I do this in secret, so like every once in a while it wants to sneak out. I'm doing this in the morning, dude. So, you know, because between doing videos and stuff, you know, trying to do the website and then trying to make my own oracle cards and stuff, it takes a lot of time and energy. And like I said, I have to do everything in time frames. So it's exhausting sometimes. And then plus, you know, doing it so early. I am not an early person. I'm a night owl. Anyways, so, you know, detaching yourself from toxicity, negativity. You know, let's say that you had this big obsession, you know, you're not obsessing anymore. Let's say there was some sort of addiction, you know, getting help for that addiction. So that's, you know, what's going on presently. You know, somebody, like, I feel like if this is like a work, you know, thing, you know, because, you know, you can have commitment to your work. Also, like, I feel like, I lost what I was going to say. Like, for those of you that this is like a work situation, what was I hearing? Dang, I was there that a lot. I hate it when that happens, dude. Like, I just feel like, because, you know, when you work your way up, you know, you get more responsibilities, and in some cases more, you know, power or whatever. Like, I feel like sometimes when people work their way up, they kind of, not that they let it, oh my goodness, what's that word? Bad with my words today, oh my goodness. Dude, what is that word? It's kind of like it gets to your head, you know, like you think like when you work your way up, it's not going to change you, but then it does. And, you know, you let that environment mold you, you know, into something different. So I feel like, you know, there's that struggle of holding on to yourself and holding on to who you used to be and who you are becoming. You know, sometimes we change because, you know, of what is pushed onto us because of our environment, what becomes the normal, you know, and that sort of thing, if that made sense. Like, I don't know. It just feels like words don't come to me on the spot. It's just like, it's there, but it's not there. It doesn't want to come out. And then I think of it later on. I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm such an idiot. Like, you know, it should be as easy as saying 1 + 1 = 2, right? So anyways, where you're headed. Okay, so this is either, you know, emotionally, like over emotional. I feel like the Queen reversed is the one that's more of insecurities, okay? But there could be, you know, insecurities with the King also. But mainly for me, the King is more about over emotional, okay? Because women, and it's not gender specific, but, you know, women are more about that insecurity. I mean, we're already emotional creatures, so you know what I mean? But I feel like the King, you know, males, they're more, you know, not that they're not in touch with their feelings, you know, but they're more manly when it comes to handling like their sadness and stuff like that. Not that I'm saying that there's sadness here. I mean, there could be, but, you know, just like over emotional, you know. So anyway, so, you know, there's a sense of over emotional, and then there's also that sense of emotional manipulation, okay? Because this is somebody who is smart. This is somebody who's not just in tune with their emotions, but in tune with other emotions, because water energy is very intuitive and emotional, okay? So, you know, there's that. So that's the path that you're headed on. So it's either you who are doing that or it's been happening to you. So the thing about future cards I always have to point out is that can change at any time. This is just your current path and where you're currently headed. So if you don't want to head towards that, then maybe make some changes, or, you know, like if it's you doing it, obviously not okay, you know what I mean? And if it's happening to you, you know, recognize that it's happening to you, okay? So, water energy. So it looks like, you know, you have desires, you have, you know, wishes. There are things that you want. That's kind of like what I was sensing earlier. It's just like, but I feel like, you know, things are going to your head. So like I said, you know, switch things around needs to be switched around. So either it's you or it's somebody that you're connecting with. And when I talk about connections, feelings, love, doesn't have to be romantic. It can be any kind of situation, okay? So, there's that, wanting that wish fulfillment. Some of you guys could be working on something that you're working towards or want, or some of you are getting what you want, but I just feel like some of you guys, like, I just get the sense that you need to be careful in what you're doing, is what I'm feeling. I just can't put it into words, but just be careful in what you do, okay? And don't let things get to your head, and don't let don't let your surroundings or the people around you, mold you into something that you're not. So, because we do tend to lose ourselves, like, you see it all the time, especially like in Hollywood. Like, you see somebody especially when they start out young, you see them before they become like super, super famous, and then as soon as they become famous and wealthy, it's like, bam, they like become this whole new persona, is that right? Have this whole new persona, attitude, look to them, you know what I mean? So I feel like, that applies to us normal people too, in our everyday life. We are influenced by our surroundings, by our coworkers. You may act a certain way. That's why too, like, when you meet somebody, or like for the first time too, especially in relationships, like, if you really want to know somebody, get to know their friends, because we, in a group setting especially, like, we rub off on them and they rub off on us. So, you know what I mean? Well, depending. But you know what I mean? So it's like, you are who your friends are. You are who you associate with. So, keep that in mind. Anyway, sorry if I rambled too long. So this is Aquarius energy. I know some of the major arcana, not all of them. Like I said, like, I do so much, and then having to do it in a time frame is just so stressful. So, like, the days that I don't post videos, I am still working on, like, I do post on Instagram, I do post on Twitter, I do, on Wattpad, I did 2 months. I did May and April, and I'm doing it again this month. But this month I called it the August forecast. So for those of you who don't know what Wattpad is, it's basically ebooking. Okay, there's free and paid stuff. So I do daily forecast is what I call it. So, and I'll get into that later. Okay, so anyways, this is Aquarius energy, so this is your influence. So I feel like, you guys are really being influenced by your desires and your hopes and your dreams, but there's something about it. Like I said, I just feel like, there's something that's influencing you. Like, I just feel like there's a sense that some of you guys are like torn between something. Like, you really want something, but there's that but. Like, I can't put my finger on it, like, what I'm sensing, but if that resonates to you at all, you'll understand what I'm picking up on and how that resonates to you. If you feel comfortable enough, leave me a comment down below and let me know, because I'm curious. No, but you don't have to. Anyways, yeah, so, there's just something about it, though. Like, I don't know, I just can't put my finger on it. So, yeah, like I said, there's that, kind of like, some of you, how do I want to say that? So, it could be, too, that some of you guys are worried about, your future, like, I just feel like things are a little unclear. Okay, some of you could be okay, I get the sense that some of you are thinking, like, far ahead. Okay, like, right now things look good, things sound good, but it's like, in the long run, is this really what you want? Is it really worth it? Type energy, okay? Yeah, so, you're clouded, you need clarity. Oh, definitely see you need clarity. So, I think, yeah, all the signs came out. Fire, water, earth, yeah, they all came out. Okay, so, so there's that, just like, I just feel like, yeah, so, worried about where this path will lead you to, okay? So, but you will be committing to something. So this could be committing to yourself. Like I said in the beginning, for some of you, I felt like this is more of a spiritual thing, okay? And that's the sense that I am getting. This has to be, how is this going to affect you spiritually? Is it going to be good for you in the long run? Okay, so, I did do, I did pull, because like I said, they're not appealing, so I'm not going to show them, but, but it does look like, you will be going through a peaceful period, okay? And I feel like what that means for this is like I just feel like, how do I want to say that? Dude, I am so bad with words. I apologize. I just feel like, you will have that peaceful period, okay? But, like I said, you need to choose, there's a choice you need to make, and I feel like this decision, this thing that's up in the air right now, I just feel like it's an important decision that shouldn't be taken lightly, and I feel like that's why there's this peaceful period, because it's like you have that time frame to make a decision, if that makes sense. So it's kind of like the eye of the storm, where everything is calm. You know what I mean? In the eye of the storm. So I feel like that's where you are. You're in the eye of the storm. And, but as soon as you make that decision, I feel like that's gonna, because I feel like, you're... Dude, I'm so sorry. Why am I so bad with words? I apologize. So, I can't explain it. I can't put it into words. I can picture it and I can, see it in my head, but I just can't verbalize it. But if this resonates to you, you'll completely understand, and it doesn't have to be work related either, okay? But whatever the case may be, whatever you're dealing with, you do have an important decision to make. Now I'm going to tell you this. So I feel like this doubt that you're feeling, it's there for a reason. That could, I feel like for some of you, that is your intuition talking to you, speaking to you, okay? Your spirit is telling you that, because a lot of times we ignore those feelings, our gut feelings or those feelings, and then we regret it later on. It's just oh, I knew that I shouldn't have done this, and then that turns into regret, Sometimes we're able to face those consequences and sometimes we're not. So you really need to weigh the pros and the cons and decide for yourself, what can you live with, what are you okay with, you know what I mean? What... So I suggest you do that, actually. Make a pro and a con list, and then decide, for you personally, what's worth it and what's not worth it. What would you be okay, with this? Would you be okay with that? And then work from there, okay? And that's what I suggest. All right. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Sorry if I rambled. I do have a problem rambling sometimes. I think it's this COVID-19, dude. No outside contact. No. But that's okay. Anyways, so thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure to check out the description below. So I will be adding the website, but like I said, it's a work in I don't know if I said earlier, but it is a work in progress. So, I'm working on it, and I'll be continuously updating it. So, I was trying to post on there too all the readings that I am familiar with, all the spreads, So anyways, I'm still working on that. So, but if you do have any questions about this reading or any questions about anything in the description below, just, DM me on anything that is listed below. Like I said, I'm on Instagram, and so Instagram and Twitter, I'm going to try to check more. TikTok sometimes. But the things that I will be checking frequently is my text and my email, okay? Those I do check frequently. Everything else, not so much. I do try to do it daily, or at least every other day. Like I said, I do tarot and secrets, so I'm so limited, and I have to prioritize So, it's just a lot. And so, like, right now, I do have money to actually get new decks, but I can't because my circumstances don't allow me to do that. So that's why I'm making my own oracle right now, and they're not appealing. So, anyways, but I won't show them, but I'll talk about them. Okay. So thank you guys again so much for tuning in. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And again, I am so sorry if I rambled on. Oh, and then as it says below to text me, please be 18 years or older. I just don't feel comfortable texting somebody who is underage, even if it's business oriented. Oh my goodness, you know what I'm trying to say. Don't make fun of me. I am so bad with words, but with the way that I was, because of my upbringing, and then growing up, kind of quiet, shy, and all that stuff. Like I've, over the past, I don't know how many years, but very under 5 years. I've been coming out of that. Like, I think even from when I started doing this to now, because I do this and I also do my gaming, which some of you know because some of you guys started following me on my gaming, But anyways, there I go, rambling again. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. And, so any questions or anything? Oh, and then the 1 card pool is free, but that's not limited also. So I just want to point that out. So, but I mean, it is limited to like once a week. So like, if you ask me for a pool today, you could wait a week and then ask for another one. That is totally fine. Okay. And I think that's good too, because I feel like, because that's why I also am okay not doing, all the signs every day trying to, that's why I was doing all the different readings. And so it's not the same every day. You know what I mean? So, give it time to change. So anyways, and then, so that's that. And then school's going to be starting soon too. Oh, you know what? That's another thing. So there was one thing I was thinking about doing, but I'll announce that later. So thank you guys again for tuning in, and I am so sorry I rambled on. If you watched this to the end, thank you, I guess. All right, bye guys. Take care.